Have you ever wondered why some photographs can evoke such strong emotions, while others leave you cold and unmoved? Photography, my dear friends, is more than just the click of a button. It's an art form, a language without words, a way to freeze time and evoke emotions, and an opportunity to tell a story through visuals. A well-captured photograph is like a bookmark in the pages of life, reminding us of moments we might otherwise forget. It's about capturing not just a moment, but the feeling that moment holds. With the right touch, even the simplest of scenes can transform into an extraordinary snapshot. And the beauty of it all? You don't need expensive equipment or an extensive background in art to capture these moments. Every single one of us holds the potential to create stunning visuals that speak volumes. So gear up. For today, you will learn how to harness the power of photography to create stunning images that tell a story. To take great photographs, first, you need to understand your equipment. Embarking on your photography journey starts with knowing the tools of the trade. The basic equipment you'll need includes a camera and a lens, but it's not as simple as just grabbing any camera and lens. There are different types of each with their unique characteristics and uses. When it comes to cameras, there are three main types you'll encounter: DSLR, mirrorless, and compact cameras. DSLRs, or digital single-lens reflex cameras, offer high image quality and speed, making them a favorite among professionals. Mirrorless cameras, on the other hand, are more lightweight and compact, yet they don't compromise much on image quality. Lastly, compact cameras are perfect for casual photography, being easy to use and carry around. As for lenses, you'll find prime, zoom, macro, and wide-angle lenses. Prime lenses have a fixed focal length, providing superior image quality. Zoom lenses, as the name suggests, can zoom in and out, offering versatility. Macro lenses are for close-up shots, capturing minute details with precision. And wide-angle lenses, they're your go-to for capturing expansive landscapes or architecture. Choosing the right equipment depends on what type of photography you're interested in. Love capturing wildlife in action? A DSLR with a zoom lens might be your best bet. More into street photography? A mirrorless camera with a prime lens could work wonders. Remember, great photography is not about having the most expensive equipment, but about knowing how to use what you have. Once you understand your equipment, the next step is to master the basics of photography. Now, let's delve into the three pillars of photography: aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. These are the fundamental elements that control the exposure of a photograph. They work together, like a well-rehearsed orchestra, each contributing to the final composition. Let's start with aperture. Think of it as the eye of your camera. It controls the amount of light that enters through the lens. A larger aperture lets in more light, and a smaller aperture lets in less. It also affects the depth of field, which is the range of what's in focus in your image. A larger aperture creates a shallow depth of field, focusing on a specific subject while blurring the background. Conversely, a smaller aperture provides a greater depth of field, keeping both the foreground and background in sharp focus. Next up is shutter speed. This is the length of time the camera's shutter is open. It determines how long your camera sensor is exposed to light. A faster shutter speed freezes action, while a slower one creates motion blur. It's like a blink. The quicker the blink, the less light gets in. The third pillar is ISO. This is your camera's sensitivity to light. A lower ISO number means less sensitivity to light but produces a cleaner image. A higher ISO allows for shooting in lower light conditions but may introduce more digital noise or grain into the image. Now, how do you balance these three elements? That's where manual mode comes in handy. By adjusting aperture, shutter speed, and ISO, you can control the exposure of your photographs. It's a bit like juggling, but with practice, you'll soon get the hang of it. Mastering these basics will give you greater control over your photographs and allow you to capture the mood and emotion you want to convey. So, experiment, play around, and see how these elements can transform your images. Dive into the world of photography and let your creativity take the reins. Now that you've mastered the basics, let's dive into the art of composition and lighting. Imagine a photograph as a blank canvas, waiting to be filled with elements that tell a story. One of the most fundamental techniques to organize these elements is the rule of thirds. Picture your frame divided into 9 equal parts by 2 equally spaced horizontal lines and 2 equally spaced vertical lines. The idea is to place the most important elements along these lines or at their intersections. This technique adds balance and interest to your photo, leading your viewer's eye across the image. Moving on, let's shed some light on, well, lighting. It's the lifeblood of your photographs. It can transform an ordinary scene into a masterpiece, or conversely, turn a potential stunner into a dud. Understanding and controlling light is crucial, whether it's the golden hue of a setting sun or the stark brightness of a midday shot. Natural light changes throughout the day and with the weather. It's unpredictable, but that's part of its charm. Recognizing the types of natural light and how they impact your images will help you make the most of it. On the other hand, artificial light gives you control. It can be shaped, directed, and modified to suit your creative vision. Whether it's studio lights or a simple flashlight, mastering artificial light opens up a world of possibilities. With a strong understanding of composition and lighting, you're well on your way to capturing stunning photographs. Scene script. So what have we learned today? We've journeyed through the fascinating world of photography, starting with the importance of understanding your equipment. From the DSLR to the mirrorless camera, every piece of gear serves a unique purpose in capturing that perfect shot. We then delved into the basics, where we emphasized the significance of ISO, shutter speed, and aperture. Remember, these elements are your building blocks to creating a well-exposed photograph. Next, we explored the realms of composition and lighting. We learned that the rule of thirds and the golden ratio are not just mathematical concepts, but artistic tools that can turn a good photo into a great one. And let's not forget, lighting is the soul of your picture. It can make or break your photo, so use it wisely. Remember, photography is a journey. Don't be discouraged if you don't get it right the first time. Keep practicing, keep learning, and soon you'll be capturing stunning images every time.